Today marks 1473rd day share lessons I learned and continue to learn with you. I hope these insights will inspire you, support you, help achieve a goal, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I want to speak a very interesting topic and maybe analogy. Let's say that you love running and you injure your leg, you sprain your ankle and not able to do what you love. That means you will not be able to really get back into running right away. It might be that you will need to wait for a month, maybe 2 months. It depends how severely you were injured, your leg. But the thing that sometimes we forget that that's exactly the same thing is internal. Sometimes we can be injured, hurt, wounded, and we forget that we are not able to step on those parts right away. We will need to heal those before we're able to do the things that we love. Even so, I say that if you love running and you injure your leg, you're not able to do what you love for an extended period of time until you heal your leg. I think exactly the same is with our mind, with our emotions. We could be wounded and will not be able to do what we love because we need to heal our woundedness, our internal sprain, because it's spraying something inside. Because it's I think it's very easy to forget that it's important to heal inside because you're not able to see. It's not visible, and other people not see it either. Only they could see in your face, in your actions. But I think that sometimes we can neglect that part because it's not visible. As sprained ankle, you can tell right away the pain when you step on it. And when you step on your internal pain, you will feel it as well. But sometimes we will neglect that. So today I'll share seven things what we need to know about internal injury and pain. So number one is real, even if you can't see it. It's real, even if you can't see it. And it means that the nervous system, emotions, motivation, all those has limits. And of course, we can say that I got injured. And one thing is that when we sprain ankle, we can look into the Google and look into how long it takes to really heal. And you know that it depends on severity and it will be like potentially 3 weeks, sometimes 2 months. But if I think about woundedness, it's very hard to Google it, how long it will take to heal certain injury. It depends how well you heal it, how big the scar is, how big the wound is. And it'll take maybe a month or 2 months and we're not able to rush it, but it's real. It's totally real to be able to understand that internal injuries are real. And when you're able to really, because if you deny the healing, if you deny there is a wound, that healing will be prolonged. And rather than having 2 months of healing, maybe it'll take a year. Because imagine if you have a sprained ankle and you're constantly stepping on that ankle and you're still re-injuring your ankle, it maybe that will last years and maybe will leave some lasting things. So we need to make sure that we're able to understand that it's real emotional injury. Number two, rest isn't laziness, it's medicine. Now, knowing that when you injured ankle, now you're not able to run, that means that the rest is for sure. You need to rest. You're not able to run, even though that you love running, you will love to run, but you can't because you're injured. So rest is not a laziness. Rest is necessary to heal. This is medicine for your leg, for your emotions. It depends what you did. But we need to really apply the same respect to internal injuries. If you're not able to run when you're injured leg, that means you're not able to do certain things while you're emotionally injured as well. Number three, you can't think your way out of it. Such an important lesson. You can't think out of it. So that means that when you are emotionally injured, you're not able to think it out. That means that emotions, you didn't damage your thinking, you did damage your emotions. If you damage your emotions, then emotions need to be healing the emotions. So not able to think your way out of it. Now, for example, of course, if you say that I've damaged my emotions and I need to heal my emotions, I need to take care of my finances, maybe then you can think your way out of your finances. But if there's emotions included, then you need to heal those emotions. That means you're not able to really think those emotions out. Around those emotions, things like finances, relations, could be that some things that you can think out of it, but the part of the healing that's just emotions alone. And that's like a big part because sometimes, oh, yeah, this is how it's supposed to feel. Again, you start to think how it's supposed to feel rather than feeling how you're actually feeling. And again, this is a big part. And we need to learn how to nourish, have peace and reactivation in ourselves. Number four is isolation and stillness feel wrong, but it's necessary. Now, it might be that it feels wrong, maybe it doesn't feel wrong, but the most important part is just knowing that isolation and stillness are essential to reflect, to feel, to nourish, to reflect, because sometimes we do not want to be by ourselves when there is emotional pain included. But at the same time, that when you think about isolation and stillness, we need to use that isolation to heal. Because isolation is not equal isolation. So what I mean by that, isolation could be given to addictions, maybe movies, Netflix, maybe bad food, maybe even drinking, substance. Like there are so many things. So you can isolate to do wrong things, but at the same time, you can isolate to be still, to be with your emotions, to be with yourself, to experience, to reflect, to allow those emotions to go through you. Because if we isolate to numb ourselves, that's of course will not heal. We'll spend a lifetime isolating. But when we really use that isolation to heal, to protect, now of course, if you've been always isolated, that's why I like about personal growth. There is no one way of doing things. Maybe you were always isolated. Maybe there's a time to really to connect with other people, to heal. Because sometimes just speaking with people, connecting with people, and hanging out with people, speaking, chatting, doing things with people, that will allow to heal as well. But if you need that isolation, if you need that stillness, and even though it feels wrong, sometimes it's necessary. But the most important part is what you do while you're isolating. While you're isolating, allowing that pain into your life and find the meaning in that suffering. That's I think that's beautiful thing. Number five is healing is not linear. So what I mean by that is that sometimes when we really healing our leg as well, if you stepped on that leg a little bit harder, that day might be that even hurt a little bit more than that day before. Exactly the same with emotions. It might be that you're doing very well, you're feeling great. And there's one day that you just, again, it seems that you fall back into the emotions that are not serving you. Maybe some guilt, some negative emotions that is lingering in that day. And you potentially could put even more guilt, like I'm not supposed to feel this way. I should feel like much better by now. Again, those shoulds that we put on ourselves, those guilts that we put on ourselves, again, prolong our healing, allowing us to accept where we at based on or where we are. Because acceptance, what I learned, is about present moment. You accept what is exactly right now. So being able to be present, you accept what is now because you're not able to change now, but you're able to do something about it, take actions. But your most important part is accepting now. You don't accept the future, you accept now because you know that in the future will be better. And again, that healing is not linear, knowing that this one day you can feel better, and another day you might not be as good as today. And that's totally good. That is part of healing. Number six is you need gentleness, not guilt. I already mentioned that it's very easy to put blames, guilt, shame on ourselves when we're healing because especially when we used to do much better in a lot of things in life, in finances, in emotions, in thinking, in relationships, others, in business, and so many things that we used to do better. But now, because of the emotional injury, we needed to fall back a little bit just to heal, to protect ourselves, so we can really go above and beyond. But gentleness is what we need during those periods of time, rather than guilting ourselves, guilt trips ourselves that oh, you're supposed to be doing much more. We hustle, grind mentality. And that hustle grind mentality could prolong against the healing and really stop you from really achieving the things that you want. If you want that vision, so allow yourself to be gentle to yourself, compassionate and empathy, understanding that every single person will go through those seasons. And What I think that every single person who wants to really become the best version, we need to always learn to execute on and really reflect on every single experience. And this experience of emotional wounding is again the amazing experience. And be able to say, what could I take out of this? What could be beneficial for me in the future, in the times to come? Last one, number 7, is recovery changes you. And that's the point. Recovery changes you. And that's the point. I already started. Like, we need to ask ourselves, what did they need? What do we need to recalibrate? What happened in general? What did it happen? I really love that what Blair Dunkley that we teach us the 4 questions that we then could ask as well: who, what, how. Is that who was responsible for it? And then say like I was responsible. What you used to do or what happened? What do you and then next what is what do you want to do next? What would you do differently? And is how you will do it. So who, what, how. Who is you responsible for something? What was in the past? What you will do now? And how you will do it. And I think that's a beautiful thing in recovery, in your healing, in your emotions. And when you recover, you will be different. You will transform. You will evolve. You will be. But the most important part is not becoming rigid. Is becoming more aware and be open like always. Just being more aware and be ready to really explore and be adventurous in life and really learn from the things in life. Because I think that, as I said, this recovery changes you, and that's the point. So I hope you reflect, and I hope that you understand that every single person will have some experience that will emotionally wound them. And some again, I said that like the same ankle. Ankle could be very mild injuries, and it could be severe injuries. And every single person will have different kind of injuries. And we're not supposed to expect that someone else's experience will be exactly the same as ours. And knowing that, I hope that you reflect and you allow yourself to feel what you need to feel just to make sure that you get to the next side of it. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.